Hey guys, just applying some silk, which is our base, and it goes on underneath your foundation. It helps to minimize pores as well as fills in fine lines and wrinkles. Next up is our foundation. This is actually a tinted moisturizer, and you want to go ahead and take a little bit all over and then buff it in with a brush. I love the fact that this helps to counteract redness as well as decrease sun and age spots. And you can blend that all over for a nice sheer coverage. Okay, so next up I'm using Deep, also tinted moisturizer, and I'm just going to take a tiny amount, it's really concentrated, buff it on, and then go ahead and apply just underneath the cheekbone there and blend that through. What a difference, right? You can really see how it gives the contours back into the face, and you're blending it in almost like a three shape. Do it on the other side. Tiny amount is all you need. Next up, I'm using shadows. This is in Snow and Natural Tan to use as a concealer and also highlighter. Tiniest amount on the corners to cover darkness, and then the white is just perfect to highlight. And then you just want to go ahead and gently blend upwards and across and then down across the cheek there. And that just gives you a nice highlight, bright finish there under the eyes. And then you'll just take a little across the nose, forehead, and then just chisel out underneath your contour. Go ahead and blend that in with your foundation brush. No need to apply more foundation, just blend. Next, you're just going to lightly brush up your brows and prep them for shaping. So this is a little different. I'm actually using mascara and I'm just lightly brushing it upwards, and this gives a really nice fluffy effect. And I know the fluffy brow is totally in right now, and this just applies, kind of gives it that fluffy look and also helps to hold the hairs in place too. If you need to fill in and do fine lines or anything, go ahead and use a brush, take a little bit from the mascara wand, and then just draw in and crisp out the edges. So next up, I'm just taking some natural tan, and that's going to be our base color on the lids. And you're just going to also apply underneath the brows just to carve out and chisel out that shape. And just make sure that you're blending it out well so you have a nice smooth surface. So next I'm going to use Slate. It's a really pretty plummy tone. Just lightly take it from the wand and apply into the crease and outer corners. Just make sure you're blending really well into the crease and outer corner. And then I just like taking a little bit right along the lower lash line area. It just kind of ties everything together to get a really pretty look. So you're just going to take a little bit of a smoke shimmer, and that's going to go on the lids, and this is such a pretty shimmery brown taupey color. And then blend away just to make sure there aren't any harsh edges. Next up, I'm just taking a little bit of bandana shimmer and using that on the outer corner and then just as a tight crease also, and then just blend away. So then on the other side, repeat, blend out and go along the lower lash line. Okay, so next up, I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of smoke shimmer, and that's just to smooth out any harsh lines, but also just to deepen it out and give it a little bit more of a smokier look. And I kind of did go over the bandana shimmer just a little bit. So next up, I am applying red because I really want to pump up the intensity on the outer corner. So I'm going to apply the red right on the outer corner, a little bit in the crease, and just a tiny dab underneath the lower lash line area. You just want to make sure you blend it out. And I'm taking it directly from the wand because I want that intensity of color. So I'm just going to brighten up the inside corner with Glacier Glitter. This is such a pretty color. It just kind of brightens up the whole look, and a little bit on the inner corner, and that's also has a brightening effect too. And of course, you can't forget the highlight underneath the brow bone. So we're just going to go ahead and use the same color, Glacier Glitter, and I'm just taking a big fluffy brush so that I can just kind of buff out the edges without taking off too much color. And then again, just blending out the crease. Okay, now it's time to add more drama. I'm going to use the black pencil waterproof liner, and I'm doing the waterline, and this is definitely going to fill in any gaps in between the lashes and just really give you a nice smoky effect. So if you're doing the smokiness the way I am, just make sure you don't poke yourself in the eye, and then just line along the bottom waterline and fill in any areas you need to. And I do take it a little bit on top of the lid along the lash line, because then we're going to go in with a brush and blend it out and smoke it up even more. Okay, so this is a pencil brush that just is a little bit more dense and firm and just perfectly blends out your liner. And if you guys have any questions, please comment, let me know. And I'm just doing a little bit more finishing touches on the eyes there. But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know if you'd like some help. If you want any of the products, I will leave a link for you, and just let me know. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the natural tan and just draw sort of a line that cleans up the lower lash line, and then it also cleans up the edge so you're lifting the eye up. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.